digital abyss. Prologue. In the quiet town of Elmwood, life had always moved at a leisurely pace. Children played in the streets, families gathered for barbecues, and the town square was a hub of activity. But over the past few years, something had changed. The streets grew quieter, the laughter of children was replaced by hum of electronics, and a new kind of emptiness settled over the community. At the center of this shift was a new virtual reality game, Elysium Realms. It promised an escape from mundane, a chance to live out fantasies in a vibrant, immersive world. For many, especially the teens of Elmwood, it became an irresistible lure. Chapter 1, The Allure. Jack Peterson was a typical high school junior, an average student with dreams of becoming a professional soccer player. But when he received Elysium Dreams as a birthday gift, his life took a drastic turn. The game offered endless adventures from slaying dragons to exploring futuristic cities. It was an escape from the pressure of school, the uncertainty of the future, and complexities of real life. Jack wasn't the only one drawn in. His friends Sarah, Mike, and Emily quickly followed suit. They formed a guild in game, spending countless hours questioning and leveling up. The more they played, the more the real world seemed to fade away. Homework was neglected, soccer practices missed, and social gatherings ignored. Chapter 2, The Descent. Weeks turned into months, the group's obsession with Elysium Realms depended. Jack's grades began to slip, and his soccer coach benched him for missing too many practices. He shrugged it off, convincing himself that he could catch up later. But the more time he spent in the game, the harder it was to return to reality. Sarah, once a straight A student and aspiring artist, stopped attending her art classes. Her sketchbooks gathered dust as she spent her days immersed in the virtual world. Mike, who had dreams of becoming an engineer, barely touched his textbooks. Emily, a talented musician, abandoned her piano lessons. The parents grew concerned but felt powerless against the allure of the game. Conversation turned into arguments, and the once close relationships between the teens and their families became strained. Chapter 3, The Consequences. The efforts of their obsession soon became evident. Jack's report card was a disaster filled with failing grades. His coach, disappointed and frustrated, cut him from the soccer team. Sarah's art teacher reached out, but Sarah ignored her calls and messages. Mike's parent grounded him, but he found ways to sneak back into the game. Emily's piano teacher, once full of praise, now voiced her disappointment. Depression and anxiety crept into their lives. The virtual world, once a source of joy and excitement, became a crunch, a way to avoid the growing pressure of failures of the world. Jack began to feel the weight of his lost opportunities. He missed the camaraderie of his soccer team, the thrill of a well played game. Sarah's creative spark dimmed, replaced by a sense of emptiness. Mike's confidence in his future wavered, and Emily's love for music turned into regret. Chapter 4, The Turning Point. One night, Jack found himself alone in his room, the glow of the VR headset casting an eerie light. He had just completed a difficult quest, but the thrill was fleeting. As he lay in bed, he thought about his past dreams and ambitions. The realization hit him hard. He was losing himself in the game, and with it, his future. The next day, Jack decided to skip his visual gaming session and visit the soccer field. It was empty, the echoes of past games lingering in their air. He sat on the bleachers, thinking about what he had lost. As he sat there, his coach walked by. Seeing Jack, the coach approached, his expression a mix of surprise and concern. Jack, it's been a while, he said, sitting next to him. We have missed you. Jack felt a lump in his throat. I have missed it too, coach. I have missed a lot. The coach nodded, his eyes softening. It's never too late to come back, Jack, but you need to put in the effort both on and off the field. Chapter 5, The Struggle. Jack's decision to reclaim his life was met with mixed reactions from his friends. Sarah scoffed at the idea, unwilling to face the reality she had been avoiding. Mike showed a flicker of interest but was too entrenched in the game to make a change. Emily, however, listened to Jack's plea. We are losing ourselves in this game, Jack said. I want my life back and I want to be a part of it. Emily nodded, tears welling up in her eyes. I miss playing the piano, Jack. I miss feeling like I am good at something real. Together, they made a pact of limit their gaming time and focus on their real world goals. It was difficult adjustment. The pull of the virtual world was strong, and progress in reality felt slow and frustrating. But they leaned on each other for support, celebrating small victories along the way. Chapter 6: The Reconnection. Jack returned to soccer practice, gradually regaining his skills and earning back his place on the team. Emily resumed her piano lessons, finding a joy in the music once more. Their determination inspired others. Mike, seeing their progress, decided to join them. He dusted off his textbooks and began to catch up on his studies. Sarah, however, remained resistant. She continued to retreat into the virtual world, her real life relationships deteriorating further. Jack and Emily reached out to her, but she pushed them away, too afraid to face her failures. Chapter 7: The Resolution. Months passed, and the group efforts began to pay off. Jack's grades improved, and he found a new balance between his love for soccer and his academic responsibilities. Emily's piano teacher praised her dedication, and she performed at local recital. Her passion reignited. Mike's parents saw his renewed focus and supported his journey back on track. Sarah's downward spiral, however, hit rock bottom. One night, after a particularly intense gaming session, she found herself alone and overwhelmed. The virtual world offered no comfort, and the reality of her situation became unbearable. In a moment of clarity, she reached out to Jack. "I need help," she typed, her hands trembling. Jack and Emily responded immediately, rushing to her side. They found Sarah in tears, her room a chaotic mess of neglected responsibilities. With their support, Sarah began to take the first steps towards reclaiming her life. It was a long and difficult journey, but she wasn't alone. Epilogue. The experience left a lasting impact on the teens of Elmwood. Jack, Emily, Mike, and Sarah became advocates for a balanced approach to technology and gaming. They spoke at school assemblies and community events, sharing their story and warning others about the danger of losing oneself in the digital abyss. Their efforts sparked a broader conversation in the community about mental health, the importance of real life connections, and the responsible use of technology. Parents, teachers, and students worked together to create a healthier environment where dreams and ambitions could flourish both online and offline. Jack never became a professional soccer player, but he found a new calling in coaching, helping younger kids develop their skills and balance their passions. Emily pursued a career in music therapy, using her talent to help others heal. Mike became an engineer, his determination and focus driving him to succeed. And Sarah, inspired by her journey, became a counselor, supporting others struggling with addiction and mental health issues. The town of Elmwood slowly returned to its former vibrancy, the echoes of children's laughter filling the streets once more. The teens had faced the darkness of the digital abyss and emerged stronger, their lives forever changed by the lessons they had learned. And as they moved forward, they carried with them a message of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of real world connections. Thank you.